Alrighty, so welcome team. Amanda and Jewel here at Oxley Common again. When we made our video about, I don't know, it was probably a couple of months ago now, was it? A couple of months ago.
Yes.
It was about Jewel as an 80-year-old. She gave us some of her wisdom. A lot of people asked about what Jewel eats in a day and if she had some tips because she is a nutritionist. And so we thought we'd break it down by starting with breakfast. All right, so I'm going to get behind the camera now. And Jill, I'm going to ask you a few little questions about your diet. So the first one is, what did you eat for breakfast this morning?
Oh, you chose a good day. I actually made chia seed pudding last night.
Yum. And how did you make it?
Okay, so chia seeds, obviously, and I did use cow's milk, but normally I would have had a batch of my own almond milk there, which I would have made it on, but
Yeah, cool.
I didn't have any there today. So I just put a bit of salt. I added a little. I think I might have put a bit of maple syrup, but not overdoing it.
And did you just soak that in the fridge or on
yes,
the bench?
I put it in the fridge overnight.
Yep.
And then this morning, fortunately, I had some nice fruit there. I had kiwi fruit. I had raspberries and blackberries.
Yum.
And I've got to say, it was delicious.
Yeah. And did you add anything to it other than the fruit?
No.
No?
No, I didn't.
So it was perfect,
no, it was perfect.
like that?
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah. What other things do you have for breakfast? Like if it was a different day, let's be realistic here. If it wasn't chia seed pudding, what would you have grabbed?
Right. So actually yesterday
Yep.
I had some sourdough, which I toasted, and I bought a big bag of avocados this week.
Yeah.
And I thought, gee, I better start using them. So it was quite a small one, and I used the whole thing.
Yum.
Which I thought I'll never be able to eat all that, but I did. But then on top of that, I added salt, I added cumin powder, and I added cayenne pepper.
Yeah, you're into your cayenne pepper,
Oh,
aren't you?
I have cayenne pepper every day now.
Yep.
You don't need too much. I add it to my food, or I might, make a smoothie and add some. So, I mean, it's totally satisfying.
Yeah.
I don't feel like eating for hours and hours after that.
So the avocado and sourdough with those little toppings, is that like a normal breakfast?
Yeah, I'd have that at least once or twice a week.
Yeah, cool.
And it's so satisfying.
Yeah. Any other? Do you delay breakfast or do you
eat
early?
I delay breakfast. I probably don't eat until 10. Occasionally I might. I will often have eggs in different forms.
Yep.
But I delay it until about 10 o'clock. And then because I find if I start early on, I tend to be grazing all day. Whereas if I leave it till I'm nice and hungry, and then I'm satisfied for longer, and then we eat early, we're eating at 5:30 or something at night. So when I've had that substantial breakfast, I'm not really thinking about.
So you wait for your body to give you the signal that it's hungry before you eat?
Yes. On most occasions, there are the little days when there's, my daughter says to me, shall we go for coffee and cake? And I'll go, yes, why not?
Why not, I say. Why not? All right, well, that's great, Jules. So we started with breakfast and we're going to move on to maybe snacks. Next time we see everyone, or dinner, we'll just see how we go. We'll see what we feel like talking about, what you feel like talking about. And thanks so much for sharing your wisdom again with us.
My pleasure.
And thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing your time, because we know your time is valuable. And we'll be back again if you liked it. If you liked hearing from Jewel, if you liked hearing about her breakfast and what she eats. And her nutritional wisdom, give it a like and maybe subscribe. and share what you have for breakfast below, because we're always on the lookout for ideas, aren't we?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm.
What about, do you ever sprinkle sesame seeds on
Oh,
the top of anything?
I went to the health food store and I bought a huge bag.
Yum.
And I thought, what am I going to do with all those? So I put a lot in jars and passed them on to my children.
Yeah, and I got some, luckily enough. But tell everyone about your dad and what he used to do, because remember he had that job.
Yes, when he went on long service leave, his cousin owned a bakery, and he decided he'd do something different on his long service leave for 3 months, and he was delivering.
He sounds like you. He sounds like a goer.
Oh, definitely. And so he would be delivering bread, but when he would go into the bakery, he would gather up himself a few handfuls of sesame seeds and eat them.
And that was his breakfast.
That was his breakfast.
How good.
Yeah.
Yum.
So I tend to, like, if I have steamed veggies or whatever, I'll often toast some sesame seeds and sprinkle them on top.
How
Just-
delicious.
It just
How delicious. Yummy. Okay, now we're getting silly. But silly's good. That's what sesame. That's what happens
if
when
you eat sesame seeds.
You can tell I fell from a little way away from the tree, just a tiny bit away from the
So
tree.
if you feel like being silly, get your sesame seeds into you.
Get your sesame seeds into you. All right, well, thanks so much for being here. Don't forget, let us know what you eat for breakfast, because we'd love to know. And again, we'll get Jill on to answer some of your comments. Thank you. See you. Have a great day.
You
Bye.
too. Bye.
Bye, bye, bye.
Bye.